Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. So this recording is to demonstrate how do we manage alarms in Operator Console. So to navigate to alarms page, we need to log into Operator Console and we need to go to this menu bar and we have this alarms icon. So we can click on this alarms icon and we can open this page. Uh, so basically this alarms page has some functionalities like charts, actions, filters, show historical, add annotations, set customs, launch URL, assign, unassign, accept. So we'll go over these functionalities one by one. So first we'll look over the charts. So basically we have three types of charts. First chart is alarm by severity. So basically it will show the alarms categorized in severity. So we have currently 109 alarms critical and 93 major alarms, and other also info warning alarms we have 4. So this is alarm by severity graph. Then we have alarms by probe. So this chart basically describes the alarms by a particular probe. So basically the alarms generated by ICMP probe is count is 102. So this is alarms by probe chart. Then we have top alarming chart. So basically this describes the top alarming devices and the count of alarms that devices has generated. We can see the top 10 top 10 devices uh, and the count of alarms. Now we and this result shows the total number of alarms currently in the system. And this filter basically this is the global filter, so I can filter it on an alarm message. If I type here EAW, it will filter me the alarms with this message. Now now we'll go over the actions. So we have three types of actions. One is the alarm actions, then we have owner's actions, and then we have global actions. First, we look over the alarm actions. So in alarm actions, the action would be taken for a particular alarm. So we can acknowledge an alarm. So acknowledge means that we can clear an alarm. Then set invisible. So we can set the flag to invisible or invisible. Then this is launch URL. So launch URL is that for this alarm we can navigate to some other external websites. So we can see the list of the URL actions that have been created, and so we can select any of the URL actions and we can do a launch URL. So next is add annotation. So add annotation would we can add the annotations for a particular alarm, and also we will see if an alarm is accepted, assigned or unassigned. So those would be automatically gets added in the add annotation part. So this is the alarm annotation. Then we have owner section. So we have three types of owner actions: accept, assign and unassign. So accept is like the alarm would be assigned to the logged in user. Then we can assign a particular alarm to a particular user. So we can filter the list from here and we can assign the alarm. Then we have unassigned. So we can unassign an alarm and it will show as unassigned. So now we'll go over the global actions. So in global actions are basically for the bulk update. So if we want to do multiple alarms update, so we can select it from here, checkboxes, and we can perform global action. So basically global action. Okay, let me select two alarms. And actions. So I can accept it, assign it, unassign it, acknowledge it, set custom, set visible. So these are the bulk updates that we can do from here. Then we have edit URL actions. So we can create URL actions from here. So we need to click on this new URL action and we can create an action here. And also we can set the visibility as public or to any account. So this is edit URL action. Then we have edit columns. So we can for by default only a device name, alarm type, owner, alarm message, duration, So only these 5 would be seen by default, and we can add more columns to it. We can click on this edit columns, and we can select alarms. I have already selected row and creation time, and we can save it. And also this is an alarm. Now we will see, so this is edit columns. Now we will see filters, so we can apply multiple filters. So suppose I select I want to select I want to see the alarms for memory, so I'll just filter the alarms for memory. So we can see there are only 35 alarms, and the filter is also shown here, that what filter I have applied. And and now I want to see the alarms for a particular device, so I can give any device name. We can see there are 2 alarms with this alarms, and also I can sort it on, also I can filter it on severity. So like if I want to see only the major alarms, so I can see there are only one alarm for this criteria. And if we select more than 3 filter criteria, so we can see here a more button, and it will show the filter list of the filters that we have selected. Also this filter would be saved in the database for this logged in user. So next time the user logged in will have this view saved. We'll just remove. And also the filters have multiple conditions, so it has contains, starts with, ends with, equals. So we can use any of them. And so now we'll see our show historical. So basically show historical shows the list of cleared alarms. So for this criteria we have 952 cleared alarms, and also we can see the details for this alarms. So we can see, so in the detail tab we see there are 4 sections: overview, device detail, metric, and history. So overview will show the basic overview of a alarm, and in device, so it will show the alarms, the overview of device on which that alarm was generated. And this is metric tab. So metric tab will show the performance metric for the alarms generated. And this is the history tab, so it will basically define that who acknowledged the alarm, or assigned to and assigned by. So it will be shown in the history tab. If we go back, we can go back to our main menu, and we can see the devices. This is the alarm console feature. Thanks everyone. Have a good day.